motherfucker. Sue me.
This is the Zombie Den podcast, volume 13.
Fucker. Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Groovy.
Ooh, 13 episodes.
Don't try and church it up, son.
I meant to make this episode, I don't know, 6 months ago or before Christmas, and Halloween's went by, Christmas went by, Thanksgiving's went by. Now it's the middle of February, and I'm just now making one. I guess, got busy with life and work and whatever. Just didn't have time, but I don't know if you can hear, I'm listening to the Alice in Chains album, But They Will Put Dinosaurs Here. I love that title of that album. It's in the background. Got my kitty cat here. She's chilling with me, It's going to be like any other episode where we talk about this, bullshit that I like, just kind of, Post Malone and Jelly Roll and butt plugs and dildos, all the good stuff. I'm just kidding. I really didn't know what to make, this episode about. So I'm just going to talk about the year in review, 2024, the shit I liked, the movies I liked, the music I liked, the TV shows I liked. Hopefully this episode ain't 3 hours. I'm going to try to get it back down to 45 minutes, It was getting like an hour and a half, I don't want the podcast to get to where it's like Dances with Wolves, it's 3 hours long, but talk about the butt plugs and dildos I like, just all the good times, But how about Trump winning? Huh? Trump 2025, baby. He's shaking shit up. I love it. Does anybody get onto YouTube and watch the liberal meltdowns? I love it. People are mad that him and Elon Musk are like slumping out the corruption. They're mad, about them stealing money from taxpayers for years. Or stupid ass people are actually mad about that. Anyway, I want to get off my political tangent. But anyway, this is volume 3. Get comfortable. We'll hang out, drink a couple beers, and talk about all kinds of shit that you and me, or if you listen to my podcast, you like to. And hope you like it too. This might be the best episode ever. This might be the best podcast episode ever fucking made. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. But anyway, just sit in, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm gonna drink a couple beers while I talk, and I hope you do too. And like I said, if you listen to this, you're probably pooping. Usually most people that are on YouTube or on their phone, they're probably pooping. But anyway, this is volume 3, and we'll talk about 2024. It's crazy how fast, the years just went by. It's just insane. But anyway, like I said, I'm chilling. Got a couple of Coors Lights cold, in my Iron Maiden cooler that my wife got me. Watching Child's Play 3. I haven't seen this one in a while. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. All right, this is everybody's favorite part of the podcast where I talk about TV, movie, and music news. Let's see what we got here. So much went by, I can't remember what I've talked about or what I've said. So I'm just going to talk about what I remember and this, just kind of bullshit. And hopefully with me talking, I'll remember why I'm talking. But anyway, sorry, I took a sip of my beer to clear my throat, Saw this is yesterday. Zack Snyder met with DC Studios. I guess it's called DC Studios now, James Gunn's new studio, about some secret project that we're supposed to know on Monday. Let's let me nerd out. I know there's a really big divide with DC. You're either a James Gunn fan or you're a Snyder fan. You can't be both, but I'm both. I saw the trailer to James Gunn's new Superman movie, and I think it looks really cool. I'm excited about that, but I'm all about more Superman, more Batman. I think it's really cool to have people's different interpretations of characters, especially comic book characters. And the rumor is that Zack Snyder is adapting a Dark Knight Returns movie for DC Studios or Warner Brothers with Ben Affleck back as Batman, and then Henry Cavill back as Superman. And I think that's amazing. That is a rumor. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you're familiar with the Dark Knight Returns comic book. It's a comic book that Frank Miller made in the 80s about Batman being in his late 50s, if I'm not mistaken, retired, and something happens in Gotham. He's kind of, I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast, but you know what? I'm going to fucking talk about it again, you know? It's my podcast. But anyway, about these gang of, they're called mutants that start to take over Gotham City, and Batman has to get back in the game and be Batman again. And he's not, you know, a spring chicken. He's kind of older, but he's still Batman. And he gets a new Robin, played by, or not played, but that is actually a woman named, I think it's Kelly, I think. Really cool story. They animated it. They made an animated movie that's really good that had Peter Weller voice Batman. And it was so long, it was 2 movies. I wonder if that's what they'll have to do with this version. But hey baby, yeah, I don't know if you're my kitty cat. But they you know, Batman's suit in Batman v Superman is really inspired by Batman in those comic books, and the metal suit that he had to fight Superman with. But I think he's gonna do like a adaptation. It's either that, or I think it's either they're gonna continue the Snyderverse in some capacity. You know, I think that's just good for everybody. I think the fan base is so divided. You know, I think that's cool for everybody. But anyway, what's some other news? Me and my wife, we go shopping downtown where we kind of live. Not downtown, but kind of the small town we live in. And there's some guys there. They were like kind of washing and cleaning the windows. And this store my wife likes to shop at, we went in and of course asked the girl, hey, you know, what do they do? Why are they washing the windows? And of course, she gets annoyed because I guess everybody's been asking her all day. I'm just like, I'm sorry, bitch. You know, like, you have to answer another fucking question. But anyway, that's beside the point. So, they're filming a movie down here. They're washing the windows. Well, I think they're filming Scream 7, kind of close to where I live. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Because I saw like wood. I don't know, is it Woodsboro? And I saw Pine Grove. So I don't know if that's the Scream town. I can't remember. But I do love the Scream movies. I've liked them since I was, you know, a teenager. I remember seeing the first one in the movie theater. I don't think they've topped the first one. So I'm all about a new slasher. I saw like a new like a slasher coming out. I think it's called, is it Hard Eyes or something like that? It's like a Valentine's Day slasher. You know, it looked kind of cool. It might be cheesy as shit, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. I finally watched Nosferatu, and you know, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I thought it was good, but it really reminded me of like the Bram Stoker Dracula from the 90s, early 90s. I remember seeing that movie with my dad and just loving it. I still love that movie. I kind of feel like the dude like ripped that off a little bit. I don't know, it just had that vibe. And Johnny Depp's daughter has really weird nipples, but anyway, you know, she looks just like Johnny Depp. It's weird, but I watched it with my father-in-law, and we both liked it. I want to say I don't like it. The director, I can't remember his name. He's really getting real popular. He's got like a way of filming things. I think we do need more directors like him. You know, just I know he made The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and what's his name, William Dafoe, and then he made The Northman. I think that's what it's called, Northern Man or Northman. I haven't seen that. What else he made? Like The Witch. I know everybody was kind of going gay for that movie. I didn't like it as much as a lot of other people did. But anyway, some other news. Of course, you know, I saw the trailer for James Gunn's Superman. I really enjoy it. You know, the guy is no David Cornsworth, the guy playing Superman. He's no Henry Cavill, but it looks cool. It looks different. You know, I'm not a big fan of the dude's suit, but I thought the trailer was real promising. I thought it was going to be a cool movie. I'm trying to think what else is coming out. There's another movie with Robert Pattinson, speaking of him, called Mickey 17, where space exploration kind of ships, they clone people or clone beings that kind of go out and scout things. And it's directed by, I think he's a Hong Kong director. He did the movie The Host. I don't know if anybody's seen that. And he's done, He's done like Parasite. I haven't seen that movie. I heard that movie's really good. He did like Snowpiercer, I think. That's a cool movie. I know they made that into a TV show. But anyway, yeah. And there's been a lot of vinyl presses. I know first episode ever made, like I was talking about the repress of New Order by Testament. I keep wanting to say New World Order, but they apparently, like, recently they repressed Testament's Practice What You Preach. And I got it. I've got a lot of albums in the mail recently. I got the new Killswitch Engage album on CD and vinyl. I'll play some, and then I got the new Dream Theater, which is pretty awesome. I'll talk about that and I'm trying to think some other things. I've got a lot of vinyls in the mail. Got a lot of CDs too. It's already like shaping up to be a good year for music. I think Anthrax is making a new album. I think it's supposed to be out sometime this year. Machine Head came out with a new song, and they're gonna come out with an album in April. Of course, Killswitch Engage. I actually pre-ordered that album, the CD and the vinyl, and it came in early before it even came out. I didn't come out till today while I'm making this podcast, and my buddies on Facebook, oh man, you already got it, god damn it, sorry man, should have pre-ordered it. No, I'm just kidding. But I didn't know A Day to Remember was coming out with a new album too till yesterday, and I got it off of Target.com. It's supposed to come in, I think, Monday. I don't think it's even on the streaming services till March. Let me take another sip of my beer. But anyway, I love A Day to Remember. Anything. I'm trying to think what else. What else is going on? Daredevil Born Again comes back in 2 weeks. And it's kind of scaring me because they're kind of hyping it up a lot. But I think it'd be good. But I'm just glad those characters are back. Apparently, they're supposed to pop into. I think Daredevil's supposed to be in the next Spider-Man movie. The rumor is, and he's supposed to be in the next 2 Avengers movies. I think they start filming Avengers Doomsday this year or next year, but it's supposed to come out next year or something like that. But that's going to be really cool. I saw Captain America: Brave New World came out, and I'm not hearing very good things about it. I still want to see it. I still like Marvel movies. I heard they had to kind of reshoot that movie, but I still want to see it. I know everybody has a problem with Anthony Mackie being Captain America. I mean, if you saw Endgame, he gave his shield to him. He is the new Captain America, I guess. I don't really have a problem like that, like I guess other people do. But I heard Chris Evans is going to show back up in some of the Avengers movies, but I heard he's going to be like a badged Captain America, like a shield. Like I heard that the team has to fight an evil version of the Avengers. So, but some of the young Avengers, it's kind of woke now to me. I don't know. Like some of it's just like Marvel's not the same since Disney bought it. But anyway, I'll probably still check it out. So I bought some other movies and I can't remember what they were. Finally got to see Terrifier 3. I really enjoyed it. Me and my father-in-law were laughing our ass off. I watched it around Christmas time. That was very enjoyable. But anyway, that is all the movie, TV, and blah 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 news. butt plug news, you know.
Gay boys.
You're my Kit. She's like, my Kit Kat's like, yeah, that's enough. But anyway, on to the next segment. This part of the podcast, I'm going to kind of talk about, you know, some of the new albums that have come out. I'm going to play some stuff from each ones. Kids, you like nerdy, progressive, heavy metal, you know, with like awesome riffs, but nerdy kind of parts in it. But you're luck, because No Dream Theater is awesome. It's called, was it Parasomnia? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Mike Portnoy is back in the band, and I don't know what it is about Mike Portnoy. It's like kind of the ingredient they were kind of missing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the albums without Mike Portnoy, but I don't know what it is. This new album, just kind of, it's like better. It's their best album since, was it Black Skies and Silver Linings, the last album with Mike Portnoy? But I actually really enjoyed the new one. I've got it on vinyl and CD, and it sounds great on vinyl. Something about it, I don't know, something with Mike Portnoy back in the band. It's just, I don't know. It's just like Dream Theater with him, you know. And I had a buddy on one of my vinyl clubs. He was saying that, you know, I've kind of gave up on Dream Theater after Mike Portnoy left, and now I love this album. But you know, they had some good stuff like. Was it Distant Over Time? It had some really thrashy stuff. That last album, I can't remember what it's called, was good. I mean, I have all their stuff on CD. I don't have all their stuff on vinyl. I wasn't lucky enough to get their box set they had of their first, I think it was 5 albums. And I was lucky to get, I don't think they had their original first album, and they had a different singer before, my mind's going blank. I can't remember their singer now. I tell you what, like I said, I just have fog brain. I still have it. It's worse.
Might want to lay off the weed, huh?
And you might want to gargle my ball sack.
Hope I'm not getting Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's at 44. But anyway, I'm going to play some tracks. I'm not going to play the whole thing. If you know Dream Theater, it's fucking, you know, their songs are 12 minutes long. But the new album's amazing. I had a meme a long time ago that, you know, it was like the Dream Theater mosh pit, and had like people doing math equations. But I don't know if you like, if you know Dream Theater, you're a fan, you know, you'd probably get that joke. But anyway, I'm going to stop being a nerd, stop yakking, I'm going to play some Dream Theater. That was that, huh? Is that too nerdy for you? Too progressive rocky for you? The new songs are pretty badass. There's some heavy stuff. It's like anything. There's a little mixture. That's what I love about Dream Theater. They're kind of a mix between like Pink Floyd, Metallica. Now they've added a little bit of gin in their music. What's some other stuff? Yes, and Rush, and Iron Maiden, and it's kind of all that thrown into one thing. I think that's amazing. Hate that it took me so long to get into them, but I love the new album. I'll probably listen to it even more. But anyway, I'm gonna play some music from one of my favorite newer metal bands. I say newer metal bands, they've been around like 25 years, and I'm talking about Killswitch Engage. The new album is called The Consequence. I think that's what it's called. And this album is slamming. It's super heavy. It's heavier than I think some of their stuff they've ever done. I feel like when they got back to Metal Blade, they're gotten heavier. I don't know if you can hear my kitty cat playing with a toy. Now she's packing. Sorry, This I probably won't edit it out. I don't know how. But anyway, I'm gonna play some songs from the new Killswitch album. I love Killswitch. I've seen them both with Howard and Jesse. I love how people say, "Oh, I love the new singer Jesse," or "I don't like the new singer as much as Howard." I'm like, Jesse was the original singer. Don't you love that? But anyway, I love Howard and Jesse, just the same. I don't think they're better. I don't really have an opinion, but as long as they put out good music, and Howard's got some cool bands, like Light the Torch, and, Howard's doing his own thing. I've heard Howard and Adam Deeve have made an album together, but they can't think of a band name. But it's fully recorded, and I can't wait to hear that. But anyway, I'll play some new tracks from the new Killswitch album. This little snippets, just a little tease. This the tip, just a little bit of tip of the dick. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. That's the beer talking. But anyway, I hope you like this album as much as I do. Like I said, I got this album early, and I never get shit early. It was awesome. I'm like, it came in the mail. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What did I order? My wife's like, what the fuck did you order? And she's like, babe, what'd you order? Nah, my wife was cool. But I opened it up, and it was the CD and the vinyl. I like getting both. I know a lot of people don't like CDs anymore, but I still collect them. I like it. Hey, baby, it's my kitty cat. But anyway, she's like, shut up and play the music. But I'm going to play some new Killswitch now. That was that, huh? Is that like the best fucking songs you ever heard in your life? I know it was. I was texting my wife, and I sent her the song I Believe, and I was like, the song's kind of heavy, because she likes some of Killswitch songs. She likes the more melodic version. She don't like the really, really heavy Killswitch songs, but I sent her I Believe song, and she was like, oh, it's heavy, but it's really catchy, and I really love that song too. That's a badass song. Anyway, speaking of more metalcore, I hate that word. It's just metal. Wish people stop saying that. It's metal. Anyway, All That Remains came out a new album called Anti-Fragile, and it is badass too. And I've got that on vinyl and CD too. I know, what a nerd. I'm just saying, like, what a nerd saying he's got it on vinyl and CD, but it's pretty badass too. And I'm gonna play you some jams, and we're gonna rock out. This shit is better than anything they play on the fucking radio. I was riding with my mother-in-law, and she had it on B98 or some fucking 80s, 90s. They play bullshit music. They play like 80s, like Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, shit like that. I don't mind that, because I grew up with that. But have you heard fucking this guy Jabuzi? Oh my fucking god, man. This guy, talk about no fucking talent. I'm just like, how does this guy get on the fucking radio? And I didn't say anything. I just kind of, yeah. And they play that fucking song every fucking day. I don't ever listen to the radio. This one, I call my mother-in-law Mama Bear. And she was like, had it. I was like, God, this fucking guy. He's like, I think he's a country artist too. And I was just like, he's fucking horrible. It'd be so popular. It's like Post Malone. I was like, why are you so fucking popular? You're a talented fucking hack. Just like Machine Gun Kelly. Like, it's just like, I don't know why. Maybe it's the old man in me. It's like, get off my fucking lawn. It's just like, these people, they suck. Like, why are you so popular? But anyway, did you see, like, getting off on a tangent again, did you see, like, it's like SNL the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary. They're celebrating, I can't not talk, Saturday Night Live. Who gives a shit? It hasn't been funny in years. So they're liberal bias, dick munchers, and of course, Tom Hanks was on there making fun of Trump support. He's a fucking pedophile, is what I hear. Anyway, they had the ex-band members, or the surviving band members of Nirvana. They had Pat Smear, which is in Foo Fighters now, and of course they had Dave Grohl on drums, which is in Foo Fighters too, and they had Chris Novoselic, and get this, they had Post Malone singing for Nirvana. I'm just like, why? He fucking sucks. I don't get the big deal, and he's on everything. He's on I know, right? Tabby, my kick-ass. I know, right? Fuck him. What? He might be the nicest dude in the world, but I'm just like, fuck that guy. Fuck him. Fuck him and Jelly Roll. I don't know why. Just like, that's cool if like people like their music, but I'm just like, why do they have to be everywhere? It's like they have to be everywhere. And I don't know. But they were saying they were like, he was gonna make like a Nirvana's cover album for like Record Store Day. I was like, please fucking don't. I know he like for like when COVID was going on in 2020, he did like a Zoom call or Zoom kind of thing where I remember all these bands were doing this because getting tour. We had Travis Barker, and they did a bunch of Nirvana songs. I mean, he was okay. People act like they were curing cancer with like that shit, but I was just like, it's okay. I mean, it's not like horrible, but I've heard like Nirvana cover bands that sound better. But anyway, they said they're gonna like tour, and like he's a new singer in Nirvana. I was like, oh my god, why? Why ruin my childhood? But anyway, I'm on another tangent. But anyway, we'll play some better music, some All That Remains. I wish there was like a radio station here that would play like new Killswitch Engage, new All That Remains, the new Opeth. This is good shit. Like they play fucking Jabuzi. I know, right, Tabby? Tabby's like, yeah, fuck them. Like he gets at that. I can't be like, you got a dirty mouth, Tabby. You know that? You need to clean it up a bit. But anyway, my Kit Kat's getting antsy. So anyway, I'm gonna play some All That Remains, and I'll shut up.
Anybody else get something's cool?
The last new kind of band or new album I talk about is from a band from Ukraine that's kind of like took the metal community by storm. They're from Ukraine. They're called Ginger. I was kind of late to them, and I think I heard Pisces on YouTube, and I heard the lead singer sing, and her voice is like insane. But they have a new album called Duel, and I'm going to play a couple of jams. I have not listened to it that much because I've gotten so much in the mail. Like Rush repressed some of their like late 80s, early 90s albums, and I kind of got that. And I bought, I don't know if you're a big fan of Flotsam and Jetsam, you remember them? Where Jason Newsted used to be in. I got their album No Place for Disgrace and on red vinyl. That sounds amazing. And anyway, I was going to play some tracks from Duel. It's like I said, I haven't listened to it like my other albums, but I love this band. They put out solid metal albums. I don't have a lot of their stuff on vinyl. I have all their stuff on CD. And like I said, I think I got like all the remains in Killswitch and Dream Theater. I've got their new album on CD and vinyl, and I think the vinyl and the CD are still in the plastic. Don't tell my wife. But anyway, I'm gonna play some stuff from them. Like I said, there's just so much stuff came out, and still don't have time to listen to it all, but I will. I'll make time. But I'm gonna play a couple tracks, some songs I like. I mean, they got some riffmeisters in the band. I don't know if there's 2 guitar players or 1. Kind of sound like there's 2, but maybe there's not. But the lead singer is like an awesome singer. My wife thinks I think she's hot, but I really don't think she's really hot. I'm not a big fan of tattoos on girls. I just never. Some girls can pull it off, but I don't know. And it's just like I don't think that's sexy. Some of my buddies I worked with and known, they think that's really sexy, girls with tattoos. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna shut up, not talk about Post Malone or Jelly Roll or fucking Jaboozy. But did you like anyway, I guess I am to talk about Jelly Roll. Did you see they had a tribute to Ozzy? I think it was a tribute or something. I forgot what it was. And they had Jelly Roll come in and sing like Mama I'm Coming Home. Oh my god, it was fucking horrible. It was so fucking bad. I don't understand that dude. He might, like I said, he might be the nicest guy in the world, but I don't get it. I don't get the fame or I don't know. Like, but I saw where Black Sabbath is having, or Ozzy's having like a retirement kind of concert, and he's kind of in bad health. And I think Black Sabbath is going to be there and play some stuff. Slayer, Pantera, Guns N' Roses. I think Tool. Billy Corgan has like a super group with Tom Morello and Adam Jones from Tool and Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, and I forget who else is going. There's going to be a lot of bands there. I think Pantera's there, if I haven't already said. I think maybe Anthrax. But anyway, that's going to be wild. I heard the tickets are insane. I think they're having it at Birmingham, England. You know, makes sense. That's where Black Sabbath is from. But anyway, I was hoping, we could get another Black Sabbath album or another Ozzy album. I heard Ozzy's made another album. It's ready to go. It's in the pipeline, or what's in the can, as they say. Anyway, I heard all the original members of Black Sabbath are going to be there. Even Bill Ward, is going to be there. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to play some Ginger songs.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy-daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes! But I can't.
All right, in this segment, I was going to kind of talk about my favorite movies of the year. Pull up the list and kind of talk about it. Hey, baby. Tell you my kitty cat's wants some attention. It's like, get off that thing. Pay some attention to me. But I'm watching Ash vs. the Evil Dead Season 1 on my TV while I make this. Kind of in the background. Listening to Black Label Society's Grimace Hits. Like, I got the None More box set. It had, like, most of their albums in it besides the last one. And I don't know if it's too distracting. But I got it playing in the background. But anyway, as I'm talking about my favorite movies of 2024, and my favorite rom-coms and woke movies that has much gender people, you know, people that tuck their wieners and try out in women's sport. I've actually not had anything to drink today, if you can believe that. That's no beers right there. But this kid, I'm going to talk about my favorite movies. And I don't know what kind of order this podcast is going to be in, because I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit, kind of change up the order. I feel like it was getting too, I don't know, like kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of maybe predictable. Kind of wanted to change it up and kind of do, you know, I get bored, you know, I'll listen back. I know I'm douchey. I listen back to my own podcast, but I listen, I'm probably the only one that listens to it, but I listen back and, you know, I think I was doing like a favorite album and talking about it and talking about one movie and then talking about, I might change it up. I don't know. I haven't decided, just to kind of keep it interesting, but I'm sure my podcast is not interesting anyway. It's probably stupid. I used to work with a kid, like he was like, the weird shit you put on YouTube. I kind of wish I never told him that I had a YouTube channel, but I listened back and I kind of cringe. I'm like, oh god, that's so bad. But I hope these get better. But anyway, let's talk about my favorite movies of 2024. If anybody listens to this and you know, wants to kind of, you know, join in, you know, comment. I always say that, but nobody will. But I actually have my own page on Facebook now. I'm trying to think. Let me jot over to Facebook, and I'll tell you what it's called. And I post movies I'm watching. I post finals, and I'll ask a question, but nobody really like says anything. I got 17 members, but it's growing. I've only had it for a couple weeks, but it's called Headbangers Metal Rock Vinyl and Horror Movie Clubhouse. If you want to join, and Tabby's going to join, and Tabby wants some beer. I'm just kidding. But anyway, zip over there, and if you want to join, if you don't, I totally understand. Like, I sent some invites, and like there's some people that didn't. Like, I thought they'd be all about it, but it's like, well, okay. Anyway, there's some cool dudes that post finals in there. I think that this one guy, I can't remember what country he's from. I can't pronounce his name, but he's got an awesome vinyl collection. I'll always post stuff on there. It's kind of cool. I feel like that kind of shit, then, you know, it might be something you might be into, you know, I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about my favorite movies of 2024, and these are my honorable mentions. There's no particular order. I guess the first one I want to talk about is Longlegs with my mind's going blank. Nicolas Cage, and I can't remember the girl from It Follows. It's a horrible actress. She's really bad. She's not as bad as Kristen Stewart, but she's close. But anyway, I guess everybody's kind of going gay for her, but she's not a very good actress. Anyway, I heard they're making It Follows too. But anyway, Nicolas Cage is playing Nicolas Cage pretty much. He's a serial killer, and it's an interesting movie. It's kind of like a hipster version of, I don't know, Silence of the Lambs. I really had got Silence of the Lambs vibes from that movie. Anyway, my next one is The Substance. I watched this with my wife. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but I kind of liked it, but my wife, I don't know. She's like, I'll never forget that movie. She's like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. She's like, very fucking weird. I kind of liked it. It kind of reminded me of like movies from like the 80s, like this. I don't know if you ever seen Society or Reanimator, or it kind of reminded me of shit like that, or the David Cronenberg movie Dead Ringers. Kind of reminded me of stuff like that. And I don't know, if you didn't grow up in the 80s, you might not get that kind of stuff. My wife thought I liked it just because it had boobies in it. I mean, I didn't mind boobies. But I heard, not Demi Moore, but the girl that plays her younger self, I heard those were fake boobies anyway. Those aren't even real. I kind of saw that because she had like orange nipples. So I was like, wait a minute, that's really weird. That can't really be. Anyway. The third movie I want to talk about is Maxine. It's like the third movie trilogy in the Pearl X movies. I thought it was okay. It was kind of blown up. Again, I enjoyed it. Maybe I need to watch it again. Some of these movies kind of grow on me over time. Maybe I'll enjoy it better, But another movie I went and saw with my wife. My wife was being sweet. We went and saw it, and I think she kind of fucking hated it. But I don't know. I thought it was okay. I didn't. The girl that plays Maxine, I didn't know in real life she's married to Shia LaBeouf, how do you say his fucking name? But it's funny, he puts on this tough guy act now, like he's like real fucking tough. Like, come on, man. Anyway, like I heard they're fucking crazy in real life, so maybe they're playing themselves. But the fourth movie I'm talking about is Smile 2. I actually really enjoyed this one. I don't think my wife did. We watched the first one, and I bought it, and I think we watched Smile 2 on either Peacock or Hulu or one of those fucking Paramount Plus. I can't remember, but I really enjoyed the first one. I'm surprised my wife actually wanted to see this one. I don't know why. She thought Smile 2 looked more interesting than the first one, but she kind of didn't like it. But I actually liked it. I thought it was a good sequel. And I heard they're already making Smile 3. So anyway, fifth movie, Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice 2024 AD. I really wanted to really like this movie, and I did. But, the first one's got a special place in my heart. I saw it with my dad when I was 7. He took me to this town where I'm from. It's called Monroe, Louisiana, where they used to film like Duck Dynasty. I remember watching one episode of that show. Anyway, I'm from there, and I moved where I'm at now in 89, me and my mom. But anyway, my dad took me for my 7th birthday to see the original Beetlejuice, and they had this mall, and it was a nice mall at the time. Now it's a shithole mall. Like a lot of things, it gets fucking ruined with the riffraff. But we went in the movie theater. We saw a lot of movies in that mall movie theater, and that was kind of the 80s kind of thing. And we saw Beetlejuice, and I love that movie ever since I was a kid, probably because of nostalgia kind of things. But anyway, it took up forever for them to come out with a sequel to that movie, and they almost made a movie called Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. And you should get online and try to find that script. It's really bad. But anyway, I thought it was pretty good, not amazing. I've only seen it one time. I bought it, and I probably need to watch it again. I guess my kitty cat had to do some kitty errands. She said she'd be right back. But anyway, the other one I'm talking, a lot of people have like hated this movie, and I heard how many people just hated it. And I finally watched it on HBO Max. I actually kind of liked it. I really liked the first one. I mean, it wasn't like amazing, but I enjoyed it. I thought Joaquin Phoenix's acting was good, and I didn't mind the musical part. I actually liked it, and that's Joker 2. I know people are probably laughing, but I liked it. When you tell people that, they just can't take you seriously. But I enjoyed it. If I said I didn't like it, I'd be lying, But anyway, the last honorable mention I was going to talk about, and we'll get on to the list is Juror Number 2, the Clint Eastwood movie, or directed by Clint Eastwood. I thought this was really good. I watched it on HBO Max. Well acted. It has Nicholas Hoult. Has a guy that's in everything now. I don't know his name. He's like in the Farmers commercials. He's like he played Commissioner Gordon in the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. He's like in everything now, and I don't know his name. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. Nothing amazing, but I enjoyed the movie. So on to the list. Like I said, these probably aren't in any order. But this is the movies I enjoyed this year. Oh, another honorable mention I wanted to talk about is Furiosa, the Mad Max saga. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I went and saw my dad for Father's Day last year, and we went and saw it. I actually really loved it. I think, what's his name? The director. Again, my mind's going blank. I'll probably remember, and I was like, listened back, and I was like, fuck, I can't remember. I forgot his name. But I think he's great. I think these are just getting more and more over the top. I love it. I thought this was a good, kind of Mad Max spinoff. I just don't know why Mad Max couldn't be in it, but maybe it's a story he's trying to tell, I don't know, but I really enjoyed it. Anyway, here's the list. I think the first one, this might not be in any particular order. It kind of is and it's kind of not, but number 10 is Dune Part 2. I'm not a big Dune fan. I remember watching the old one when I was a kid in the 80s. My mind's going blank again. He just passed away, and I can't believe my mind's going blank. I don't know why mine's going blank. Anyway, I remember watching that one, and I know they were going to remake it, and I think it needed a remake, and I didn't know whether from old books from the 60s and stuff like that, but I've never read the books, but I just remember they're from the 60s and real popular, and they tried to make this movie several times, and I can't believe my mind's going blank of the guy that made the original Dune movie, and I know they tried to make it in the 60s, they just didn't have the budget, but anyway, the first book is so long, they had to split into 2 movies, and I really enjoyed both of them. I thought that was really well made. I think the director is Dennis something. That guy's a great director. I can't wait to see more things. I know he did the Blade Runner 2049, but I actually really enjoyed that. But number 9 is Terrifier number 3. I thought this would be one of the movies I enjoyed the most this year. I liked it, it was good, just kind of more of the same. I think I like the second one better. I don't know why, maybe because it was longer, more epic. I did enjoy this one. It has a lot of kills. They kind of explain Art the Clown a little bit better, but I don't know, I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't my favorite movie this year. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, but like I said again, I bought it, and I'll probably watch it again and like it even more with other viewings, and I think he's going to make a number 4, and that's going to be the last Art the Clown, but probably not. They'll probably make some more. I heard he's making a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, the director, and I can't remember his name. Anyway, another movie that my wife kind of drug me to, and I wanted to see it. I'm all about movies, and I thought it was kind of a stupid and I don't know, kind of a cash grab, but I ended up really enjoying it, and I thought it was really entertaining. One of the better movies I saw this year, and that's Twisters. I was never a big fan of the original one. I love Bill Paxton. I hate that he passed away because he's great in everything he's in, especially the used car salesman in True Lies. Holy shit! Oh my god, so funny. He's great. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I thought this was a blast, and I saw it in a movie theater with a big speaker and surround sound and all this stuff, and I thought it was so much fun. Anyway, it's one of my favorite movies this year. My wife, I think it's one of my wife's favorite movies this year. We can actually agree on that. They did a good job. It's super, super entertaining. All right, the next movie I want to talk about, what number are we on? 8 or 9? No, I think 8 or 7. But next movie I want to talk about is The Fall Guy. And it's another movie my wife wanted to see, which really surprised me. And we went and saw it, and it was just a blast. And I'm kind of surprised it kind of bombed. I'm not sure how it did. I don't think it did as good as they wanted it to do. I thought it was just a really cool movie. I used to watch the show in the 80s with Lee Majors, and I used to love the show. I used to have his little toy truck, the GMC square body. The truck's awesome. And this movie's just a blast. We were going to the beach last year, and on the way there, we were kind of watching it on the way there, and I loved it. And one of my favorite movies, 2024. Let's see, what's next? What's next, Tabby? What's your favorite movie? Anyway, next one is I was kind of surprised about this one because I was either going to my dad's or coming back, and I started watching The Beekeeper with Jason Statham, and I really like Jason Statham. I like the Crank movies, but he kind of makes the same movies. He's kind of like Liam Neeson, kind of makes the same movies now. But I was kind of surprised. It was directed by Dave Ayer, and Dave Ayer is a great director, and I really love this movie. It's super entertaining, kind of like Jason Statham's Equalizer, kind of, or whatever. But it's a badass movie, and they're making a sequel. The next movie I want to talk about, the next 2 movies have Henry Cavill in them. And I love me some Henry Cavill. I don't know why he's the best Superman. I don't know why you would get rid of him, because maybe they can't afford him anymore. And I heard Henry Cavill's super busy. He's making a Voltron movie, he's making a Highlander reboot. That's the rumor. But the first movie that I really liked, and I've never seen Henry Cavill play a character like this. It just kind of showed me his range. And I'm talking about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And this is a Guy Ritchie movie, and this is a fun movie. I was kind of surprised. I actually bought this movie too, and I just loved it. I thought it was really, really good. And I tell you what, Henry Cavill's a fucking nut in it. And it's got the guy from Reacher. I don't know if you watch Reacher. I think his name was Alan Richardson. that fucking dude is a beast, and he's huge. I keep hearing rumors he might be the new Batman. I don't know how I feel about that, but anyway, he's in it. He's great. I liked it. Anyway, the next Henry Cavill movie. This movie is directed by, I think, is his name Matt Vaughn? Is that his name? He directed the Kick-Ass movies, and he did the Kingsman movies. And it's got Sam Rockwell. I like Sam Rockwell in anything. He's always great in anything he's in. And he was great in this. And then I'm talking about Argyle. And I thought it was a super entertaining movie. Kind of like a funny James Bond movie. I just loved it. I thought it was just so entertaining. Super entertaining. This is a blast. I know it's been on a lot of people's worst list. I don't know how, because me and my wife loved it. We were just the whole movie. We were laughing, and the movie's just a blast. I don't know how some of these movies get on the worst list. We loved it. I think my wife likes it because it's got Henry Cavill in it. So, but anyway, I don't mind. He's a handsome guy. But fun movie. They didn't come out with a practical or physical release. I don't know why. I think Apple are trying to get in the movie business and trying to make movies, and I think it bombed. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I guess keeping with the A's, I bought this movie. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and I ended up loving it. I thought it was great. It's made by the two filmmakers called Dead Silence. They made kind of the newer Scream movies. They made Ready or Not. I don't know if you've seen that movie with Samantha Weaving. I think she's really hot. But anyway, it's called Abigail. Did I say that already? I don't know. Maybe I did. But anyway, if you know the premise, it's a cool premise. These robbers kidnap this girl to get money, and the little girl's not what she seems. And I'm going to leave it there if you haven't seen it, because the less you know, the better. And it's just a fun movie. It has a great cast. Even has the Danzig song in it, if you can't beat that. But it's just such a great movie. I had a blast watching it. And my father-in-law likes that movie, too. He's watched it 3 or 4 times. Number 2, I thought this was going to be my number 1 movie of the year. I liked it, but I don't know. I just didn't go gay for it like other people did. I don't know. I thought it was going to be so much better. I'm not saying it's bad. There's a lot of cool, cameos, and it was super entertaining. I don't know. The more I learn about Ryan Reynolds, I don't really fucking like him. He sounds like him and his wife seem like assholes. But anyway, I'm talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. It was cool to have Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. You know, he pretty much is Wolverine. I mean, how many people have played Batman? How many people have played Superman? How many people have played Spider-Man? It's he is Wolverine. I don't think it's going to be hard to top him. And it's funny, they have a cameo by Henry Cavill playing Wolverine, which is fucking hilarious. But it's still an entertaining movie. I probably need to watch it again. It's super entertaining. But like I said, I just thought it'd be maybe a little bit better. Maybe it's just so hard to kind of top some stuff Marvel's done, especially Endgame. It's not like Marvel's just kind of gotten downhill after Endgame, and they buy into all this woke bullshit. I don't know. I don't know why you need all that in there, what's her name? Kathleen Kennedy's ruined Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and it seems like whatever Disney touches, they just fucking ruin. They're just a woke-ass company. But anyway, I still enjoyed it. It's, made a ton of money. It should. It had a lot of cool cameos. It was cool to see Wesley Snipes' Blade again. That was awesome. It was cool, to see Channing Tatum's Gambit, because I know they were going to make that movie, and it didn't happen. But anyway, fun movie. It was not my number 1. I'm kind of surprised, and they're already making a sequel, I hear. But anyway, the number 1 movie of 2024. I was kind of surprised by this. I wanted to see this. I really liked the director. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not gonna fucking try. He did Don't Breathe. He did the remake of Evil Dead. Anything this guy touches, he's super creative. And I kind of heard the premise before I saw the movie, and I kind of wasn't impressed, But once I saw it, it was really cool. It's got kind of homages to Aliens and Alien, and it's got Easter eggs, and it's got Easter eggs for Prometheus. I just thought that was really cool. And I'm talking about Alien Romulus. I thought this movie was just so cool. I loved it. I just thought it was a blast. I don't think my wife really liked it because, I don't know, maybe she's just not a big Aliens fan as I am, but I thought it was awesome. I thought they did such a good job. And it was just had a cool plot, and I just thought it was neat, kind of took a simple premise and kind of made something interesting. And I thought it was cool. If you have not seen it, check it out. Definitely, I think you'll dig it. If you like, especially if you like aliens movies, I really liked it. And that's my my movie of 2024. I heard they're gonna make like a sequel to it. I heard they're. Did I say that? I think I said that already. But they're making a show called Alien Earth that's gonna be on Hulu, and that'd be cool. It's supposed to be set now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're making a sequel to that. They're making a couple of aliens movies, is what I hear. Because like Disney owns like the Aliens franchise now, and I thought they did a pretty good job with the Prey movie. I know they're making a sequel to Prey, and they're making another Predator movie called Badlands, if I'm not mistaken. It ought to be an interesting time for aliens and Predator movies. So yeah, that's my my movies of 2024. What are yours? If you want to comment on my page. I'm sure nobody will, but if you want to, it's cool. I don't know if I missed anything. That's kind of movies I liked. I didn't have a chance to see everything. I'm surprised Nosferatu wasn't on there, but I liked it, but I wouldn't like, oh my God, this is the best movie I ever saw. Like some people said. Some people said it was boring, and I don't know. I guess I wasn't like super impressed, but I've seen a ton of movies. I'll see a movie, like I'll be a snob about, Fast and Furious. I'm like, oh fuck, they're making another Fast and Furious movie. Then I'll watch the worst fucking movie on Tubi, like Frankenhooker or fucking Basket Case 3, or Silent Night 5, and like, oh man, that was awesome. I love that. And I'll go to work and talk to, with my buddy there, and he'll just laugh, and I'll tell him, I had a couple beers that night. I was talking to my wife. We're on the couch watching something, and I kind of told her what I watched. I don't know if it was Nukem High, or maybe it was Brain Damage, and my wife's like, babe, you watch some really weird shit, and she's probably right. Anyway, that's my movie 2024. I hope you dig the list. I try to be honest, but I'm kind of surprised what I like at the end of the year. It's kind of interesting to see what comes out and what I like. But anyway, I'm going to move on.
Are you sure you want to do this? There she is. You want to break in and steal highly regulated equipment.
This could be our only ticket out of here.
Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
Welcome to the Romulus Space Station.
This place gives me the creeps. What the hell is this?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that? Yo?
Stop playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around. There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in
I
the
don't know.
water?
There's just something in the fucking water.
Run.
Are you alright?
Navarro! I don't know what to do.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
I guess in this segment, I was going to kind of talk about my favorite TV shows of the year. I was trying to remember all the ones I kind of watched. I kind of, like I said, I got a brain fog. And there was some good ones, and there was some okay ones. It's a lot of shit. I guess I'm just getting older. There's a lot of shit that just kind of, I could, like, care less, you know. Just, like, shows and movies don't seem very interesting to me. It's just kind of the same old bullshit. But it's kind of some of the ones me and my wife watched. You know, we kind of watch the usual every year. We watched, you know, like The Boys, and I think the last season of The Boys is, like, coming out this year. We watched this other show on Amazon, this animated show. My wife didn't want to watch it at first. Now she's all into it. Now she's like, don't watch it without me. And it's called Invincible. A buddy told me about it, and it's made by Robert. I hope I'm saying Kirkman. I think he created. I think he created The Walking Dead. I think he created the comic books, and we've been watching that. And it's kind of like a superhero show, and it's really good. It kind of reminds me of like Heavy Metal or Metalocalypse animation. There's a lot of gore. And, you know, there's some like the heroes are cussing. You know, like they're just ripping each other's heads off and, you know, bashing their heads in. And it's really gory, but it's got a really good story, real creative. I really dig it. A lot of voice actors kind of in it. You know, it's got I don't know if you ever watched The Walking Dead, the guy that plays Glenn, he voices Invincible. It's a lot of people. There's, you know, Walter Goggins voices the character. Jesse from the Breaking Bad, I think his name is Aaron Paul. It's a really good show. My wife's really into it. I think we're all caught up. We're waiting on I think episode 8 of the 3rd season. Great show though. I've really loved it. It kind of somewhat reminds me of like Heavy Metal. I don't know if you've seen that old animated movie. It's kind of I can't remember who did. I think it was John Lantis that did it. It's kind of animated. Got a lot of like John Candy, I think, voices somebody. I think it's got nudity in it, but it's, you know, I think my wife thinks it's like a porno, but it's really not. It's just kind of like an action movie. It has some nudity in it, but I mean it's a cartoon, you know. But it's got a lot of like heavy metal bands that I love in it. I don't know if you can hear. I'm listening to today. I got in the mail. Motorhead released like it might be their 40th anniversary or 45 of like Ace of Spades. I got Ace of Spades. It's like on this blue swirl vinyl, and it's like awesome. And I got that, and I got Bomber by them. I don't think I've ever listened to Bomber. And I've got King's X's Dogma. That's a great album. But anyway, you know, I didn't make a list of my favorite shows. I guess I was just going to talk about them. Me and my wife watched the Royal Tenenbaums, which is, am I saying it right? Is it, no, I'm sorry, Royal, I don't know why I keep saying the Royal Tenenbaums. The Royal Gemstones, where John Goodman is like a pastor, like in this huge church, you know, kind of like a Joel Osteen-like church, but him and his siblings are just, him and his like children are kind of helping with his ministry, and it's a fucking hilarious show. Like Walter Goggins plays a character called Baby Billy. Oh my God, it's fucking hysterical. I think it comes back this week. Something else came back last week is Punisher. Daredevil Born Again. It's the first. I don't know if you ever watched the Netflix version of Daredevil that was on Netflix. That was awesome. It's back and it's now on Disney Plus. I guess Disney got back the rights to Daredevil, and I think they always had like a creative control over it. But the Netflix show was like amazing. So was The Punisher, and I think The Punisher is in it, but he hasn't showed up. They only released 2 episodes, but it's pretty good so far. I've always liked the character Daredevil. It's almost like Marvel's Batman. But my wife watched 2 episodes and she likes it, so she's, you know, you gotta watch it with me now. you gotta wait for me. So we watched that, and you know, I don't know if I've talked about it yet. I love this song. I think it's Love Me Like a Reptile. Sorry. We hear it in the background. You probably, when I play this back, you probably hear Motorhead. It's a Dexter show, like prequel show called Dexter Original Sin. You know, I thought I would like it a little bit better. And I just finished the whole season. I think it was like 10 episodes on Paramount Plus. So I took a sip of my Coors Light. But, you know, I thought it'd be a little bit better. I didn't hate it, but I didn't, like, love it. I thought some of the acting was kind of shitty. Like, Christian Slater's playing Harry. I thought that was kind of out of place. You know, Patrick Dempsey's playing like the captain. I thought it's weird. It's like these actors, did they forget how to act? Like their acting's kind of fucking horrible. Like it had what's her name that played Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Was it Sarah Michelle Gellar? Her acting is like fucking horrible. Like it's so bad. And I heard they're bringing Buffy back for a Hulu series. I never watched the original show. I keep hearing how awesome it was, but I just never even my father-in-law was like, oh, you need to watch it, you would really like it. But it just seems like Dawson Creek with like shitty vampires in it. I don't know, I just don't want to watch it. Anyway, I watched Original Sin, and I thought the kid did a good job. That kid's name is Patrick Gibson, playing like a young Dexter, kind of right out of high school. He's new to Metro, you know, homicide, you know. I thought he did a good job. I don't know, just some of the acting was kind of bad. I don't know, the lady that played his mom, I thought her acting was really bad, and I don't know, maybe they'll grow on me over time. It's nothing like the original show. I know, I was listening to one of my old podcasts, and I was talking about Dexter, and you know, I thought kind of Dexter died, and that was the end. And apparently this summer they're coming out with another Dexter show called Resurrection. It has a lot of people in it. You know, I guess Dexter's still alive. That's good. I hope he kills his fucking son. I can't stand his son. I can't watch another episode and watch him eat. Like, oh my God, the way that kid eats, like with his underbite, I just can't watch it. And it's like a fucking troll under a bridge. I just can't watch it. It has a lot of people. I think it has Uma Thurman in it. It has the girl from Breaking Bad that played Jessica Jones. She can't really fucking act either, but I guess she's okay. It has Doogie Howser. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't care. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Batista. The guy who plays Batista's back. I love Batista. I hope him and Dexter have a face-off. I hope he doesn't kill Batista, but he probably will. Of course, Michael C. Hall's back as Dexter. He's probably on the run. I heard Lumen. I keep hearing Lumen's back, but I don't know. Maybe Hannah will show up. Maybe she's not dead. I think it'd be interesting. That comes out in the summertime. They're filming it now, and they had like photos online about like they were in New York or something like that. Anyway, that should come back this summer. Let me get back to 2024, I guess. But anyway, what else did we watch? We watched Fallout. Fallout was good. Like I said, like that's the last video game I ever bought, and I never was a big gamer. You know, like I think the last system I ever bought was Xbox 360, and Fallout 3 is one of the games I bought with it. And I played that game. I still play that game, and the show was awesome. And they're making season 2 right now, and I can't wait. What else we watched? We watched The Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. That was really good. I was kind of surprised. That's done by what's his name? Taylor, the guy that made like Yellowstone. You know, he made that show. I mean that was I really enjoyed it. I think Billy Bob Thornton, I can watch him in anything. He's just funny. He's just such a smart ass. I love it. Like he talks shit. And watched another show called Goliath where he played a lawyer in LA, and that we watched all 4 seasons of that. It's kind of an older show. That was like super entertaining show. It was weird. The 3rd season kind of went off the rails, where it was kind of like a what's the 2 brothers that did like No Country for Old Men and Raised in Arizona. It's kind of like their kind of movie. It was kind of like a Fargo kind of weird, but I still liked it. It was just kind of strange. It had like Dennis Quaid in it, and anyway, there's 4 seasons of that. We watched it, and it was really entertaining. And the 4th season, it kind of had you kind of guessing. I guess you have to see it to really kind of understand it. But anyway, let's see, what else did we watch? We watched this show called Lioness that they had the girl from Guardians of the Galaxy, and she's in some fucking movie now where it's like, I think it won an Academy Award, where it was like, it was about a drug dealer that wanted to be a woman or something, and it's a musical, and it just looked fucking ferocious. And of course it won a fucking Academy Award. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I tell you what, Hollywood, they're out of touch, and they're fucking all fucking crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. But anyway, she's in it, and it's about like a kind of her team works for Nicole Kidman and Morgan Freeman. It's like a senator, and they kind of do these kind of missions that are kind of almost like, it's more realistic than Mission Impossible, almost like they're suicide missions. But they fight the like Mexican cartel, and she's almost got killed a couple of times, and her husband's like a surgeon, and he's always worried about her. They have 2 little girls. It's a really good show, really cool show. It's called Lioness, very good. What else did we watch? We watched The Penguin. The Penguin was really good. That was interesting. That was better than I thought it'd be. I'm surprised my wife liked that as well as she did, but I kind of had to like get her to watch it. when she did, she actually liked it. And of course, we watched the Batman Cape Crusader show. That was really good. And I can't wait to see what they do with the Joker. They kind of left it on a cliffhanger where they had the Joker come in and at the end. That might be all the shows that we watch. I know my wife was telling me about her coworkers who were talking about the show called The White Lotus. I didn't really watch a lot of horror shows. I bought Creepshow season 4, but I have not watched it yet. I know, but I need to check it out. But that's all the shows. I know I'm gonna like listen back. I'm like, fuck, I forgot about that show. We watched that show. That show's great, and I can't remember. More of a movie guy, but I think shows are getting better and better nowadays. But anyway, that's going to be the end of that segment. That's the movie or shows I liked in 2024. I wasn't going to really do a list. So this like episode, like I said, won't be like 4 hours long, you know. But anyway, on to the next segment.
It really is like they say. Your life flashes before your eyes. In the beginning, there was blood. And a code I learned from my father.
Code is to make sure you are different from the people that you kill.
It was simple. Kill the bad guys who escape justice. And don't get caught myself.
If anyone knows how powerful urges can be, it's me.
Trust me, you stay the course, you'll be fine.
Well, Dex, homicide looks good on you.
Couldn't agree more.
Detective Batista.
Where's my desk? Photograph the entire scene. Spatter matters.
It's starting to look like a serial killer art project up in here.
So I got myself a job.
Welcome to Miami Metro. The first day of the rest of your life.
Hopefully you're not a chip off the old block.
One that brought the blood to me. While honing my skills with help from the people around me.
Gotta blend in. One wrong move, you ruin your life, your sister's, mine. This is who I am. Who I need to be.
Learning my code was just the beginning. Bringing it to life for the first time is a whole new story.
Stay back, boy. This calls for divine intervention.
This part of the podcast, I always like get nervous I used to get nervous, or I always apologize. I'm not apologizing for this part. This is where I just kind of witness to, you know, whoever wants to hear it. Like, if you don't like it, just fast forward. But this is where I talk about my faith and this kind of you know, just talk about my relationship with Jesus Christ. And I gotta say, you know, I didn't want to do this episode because I feel like I've been kind of weaning. I feel like it's not honest if I'm talking about God or Jesus and I don't really feel it. I've been really discouraged lately. I just kind of, you know, just not really feeling it. Not really kind of I don't know. This sounds like I feel like, you know, I don't know. My prayers go unanswered. You pray and you pray and you pray, and nothing happens. But, you know, I feel like, you know, God's been really blessing me and my wife a lot lately. You know, my wife got a really good job, and I think she really likes it. And I think it's just a blessing, all this kind of, like I said, I don't want to get real political. This change of, like, tides with this, all these corruption, all these crappy, shitty people that are in the, like, government. I think they're finally having their day, or they're getting kicked out. But anyway, you know, my segment today, I want to make it short, you know, short and sweet. I wanted to talk about prayer and how important that is. And, you know, like, what do they say? You just have like a mustard seed of like faith. You can move mountaintops, or mountains. I don't know if I said that right, but a lot of people don't really know how to pray. They pray, but they really don't know how to do it. My mom was here when she was alive. She would show me how. A couple years before she passed, she showed me how to pray. Like, first, before you even like pray for anything you need or you want from God. Like I said, God's not a genie. What he already knows what you're going to ask for, and he already knows your will. So he knows what you need, and he knows like your wants and your needs and your dreams. But first you want to thank him for all the blessings he's had. All the blessings that he's kind of maybe you take for granted, and that's how I start when I pray. And then you first, there's any unforgiveness in your heart, or can this, be poison in your veins? It can it can actually make you physically sick. I didn't think that, but it does. But sorry, but that's so I've seen it. I used to thought, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I believe that, and I've seen it, and it does happen. And then you pray for what you need. Pray for other people, pray for your enemies. My mom used to say, pray for enemies because it rained down cold. But some people, you can only be so nice and turn your cheek so many times till you have to show your ass to them. I've been there, done that. Anyway, just try that, and me and my wife have been making a prayer list. I bought like a book at I think it was Walmart. It was kind of cool, kind of like it's dark blue, and I got like a white kind of pen. And we just made a list about, what we want in our lives and what we need, and our dreams, God already knows all that in your heart, but it's good just to write it down, and this, you forget things, and it's good to pray for people that are, sick, or they have family members that are sick, or they're going through some troubles, or, just kind of, I think it's good to do that. Just pray for something that's not yourself. But let me, I got some Bible verses I wanted to say. This is what is this? See, this Bible verse, I can't remember which it is, but I've got them. Please forgive me. It's rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks to all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ for you. Even if you're in a shitty situation, maybe that's just temporary. Maybe you'll eventually get out of that. This kind of, I think God can really change your life. Like I said, God can do all things, and I hate that I've kind of weaned, just kind of drifted a little bit, the last couple of months. And I want to get back the way it was. And I think me and my wife just get busy. And, I want to get back to praying like we were. And anyway, I like to pray for you, whoever's listening. And dear Jesus, whoever's listening, I just like to pray for them and just bless their life, touch their life. And I hope, I can, you can work through me through this podcast somehow, in some way. And just whatever they're going through, or just I pray for them, and I hope you just pour blessings in their life, and just hope you guide them, and hope their dreams come true, Lord Jesus. Like I said, I'm not the best at this, but I'm trying. I'm learning like everybody else, and I mean, like I said, this is like one of my favorite parts of the podcast, and I never thought when I started it I'd be doing stuff like this. But I hope it reaches somebody. I hope it, if you're hearing this, it helps you, helps your life, helps like every day. Maybe it can change your life like it kind of has mine. And anyway, that's enough preachy stuff.
I kick ass for the Lord.
I guess this round I'm going to talk about my favorite albums of the year. Like I said, I'm trying to make this quick, so I'm not gabbing for an hour, just kind of talk about, the ones I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of surprised about some of the ones I like and the ones I didn't like. I'm kind of surprised. You never know what you're going to like. You just never know, my wife turned me on to the guy Cody Sparks in the Dirty South, and I always tell people I think when I kind of talk to people and I they just don't really fucking listen. I don't know. I feel like why waste my time just talking sometimes? It just goes on in there. Maybe I'm just not very fucking interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about my honorable mentions first, and I hope you like them. The first one is Accept Humanoid. If you know Accept, Balls to the Wall, the Germany kind of Judas Priest mixed with AC/DC sound. They keep putting out like solid albums, and this is no exception. I need to get this album. I have not bought it yet, but I've really enjoyed it. Some great songs, from the album, and like I said, I don't own a physical copy. I just kind of been streaming. The next one, this band, I listened to a podcast, and the kind of host turned me on this band, and they're kind of like a metalcore, progressive metal, like Tool mixed with Killswitch Engage, mixed with Dream Theater. They're called Eras, and I kind of like their last album a bit better. This one's called Cure, and I haven't listened to it as much, but I really, really like it. They're a great band. If you don't know them, check them out. They're really good. Next artist is it's a really weird artist. Like, she kind of started as pop, and recently she just kind of went into the metal, but she makes some really good metal albums. It's like baby metal mixed with Jellyfish. Jellyfish, like the band in the 90s where they kind of made like the Beatles mixed with Queen, and everybody just loves. They made 2 albums and they kind of broke up. Anyway, it sounds like a mixture of that. I'm talking about Poppy with their Negative Spaces album. I really liked her releases, but I don't really have a physical copy of any of her. I just kind of listen to her on streaming every once in a while, but I always like her stuff when it comes out. I like the one album. Was it I Disagree? Thought that album was pretty good. The next ones I'm talking about, my wife turned me on to this band, and what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm talking about my wife turned me on this band, and they're called Cody Parks in the Dirty South. I don't know. This guy is just like I don't know. It's just super entertaining. He kind of mixes metal and country, and he came out with an EP called Country Metal Volume 1, and I tell people about it, and they just kind of like, oh, cool, man. But I just think they're super entertaining. I don't know if he's a solo artist or what he is. I'm not really sure, but they're just, I don't know, they're super entertaining. I've been listening to this EP a lot, and I don't have a physical copy, but I wouldn't mind. I got on his like website, and he don't have like vinyl. He has like CDs, and I think about buying like 2 of his CDs, but he's great. The next album I want to talk about, last honorable mention I want to talk about is the new Linkin Park album, From Zero. I like this. I didn't think it was like curing cancer, like some of these publications come out and kind of were saying, like, it's like the number 1 album of the year. I didn't think that. It was good, but it wasn't like amazing. I mean, their new singer, I think she's good. She kind of has the same range as like Chester, but it's not like, I wasn't like blown away by it, but I still think it's good. It seems like the band's falling apart because it seems like there's some kind of, some members leaving. But I got it on vinyl. I found it at Walmart and I bought it. And I think I maybe listened to it one time and I liked it. I mean, some heavy stuff on there, but it's not kind of like Hybrid Theory where I was just like loved it. It's not the same without Chester. And I hate to say that because I wanted to keep open mind because, I hear a lot of people talk about Alice in Chains. Oh, it's not Alice in Chains without Wayne. I mean, it's not, but they're still making really good music. I still enjoy it. I probably need to bust it out and listen to it more. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of like, I think it was Revolver. That's like their number 1 album of the year. There's so much better stuff that came out last year. But anyway, that's probably politics. But anyway, my first, I don't know if this is any real order, but my first album I was going to talk about, I actually really liked this album more than I thought I did, and I've not listened to a lot of his solo stuff, but I love Iron Maiden. But the first album is Bruce Dickinson, The Mandrake Project. I really enjoyed this album. It's a lot heavier than I thought it'd be, kind of raw sounding, but I loved it, and I need to check out more of his solo stuff. And I need to listen to this album more. I have not really listened to it a lot, but I really enjoyed it. I think I got it at Walmart on CD. The next album, I love this band. They're kind of putting out more like kind of modern thrash, and they kind of have like a tongue-in-cheek kind of vibe. Like they don't take themselves too seriously. I'm talking about Miscible Waste, Tango and Thrash, and all the songs on their album are about Kurt Russell movies, which I love. I love Kurt Russell. But anyway, I really dug this album. I think it's great. I don't have a physical copy, but I need to change that soon. The next album I was going to talk about is the band. If you love like early 80s like heavy metal, not talking about thrash, just kind of like early Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno or early Judas Priest or this like, this early heavy metal. This band is awesome. This band's for you. And the lead singer kind of reminds me of a young Ozzy, and the band's called Haunt. And they came out with a new album called Dreamers. And they put out an album like almost every year, and it's all solid. I only have one of their albums, and I can't remember the name offhand. I think I have it on vinyl, but they're great. They're awesome. Next album, there's a lot of people have been raving about this album and this band for a couple of years, and I don't have any of their physical copies of their album. I need to change that. They're called Blunt Incantation, and they put out an album called Absolute Elsewhere. I tell you what, it's like death metal meets Pink Floyd, and this needed to be number one on Revolver. This album is amazing. Very, very good stuff. I probably not listen to it as much as I should. I need to get some of their albums. I don't have any of their albums on like any physical albums of theirs, but every time I listen to them, I love it. And I'm not the biggest death metal fan. I do like some death metal, but this is just like out of this world. It's just nuts, and I love it. The next album and band is I'm kind of like I kind of found this band out a couple of years ago. I love them because I love Pantera, and they kind of sound like Pantera in their early days, and now they kind of gone into more of a power metal kind of vibe. And they came out with the album last year, I think the same day as Judas Priest's Invincible Shield. And it's called Exhorder Defect Omnium. I think I've talked about them in an earlier episode, and this album is just slamming. I think I liked their album before a little bit better, but this one's really, really solid, and I'm glad a good band like this is still around. Next band I want to talk about is I love this band. A buddy turned me on to them, and they kind of went back to their kind of death metal roots. They always put out interesting stuff. I think Michael, the lead singer, just kind of does what he wants to, and it kind of follows his creative kind of spirit. And this album, their newest album, is called Opeth, Last Will and Testament, and this album is super, super solid. Probably one of my favorite albums by them in a long time. I've kind of bought their albums and I've liked them. They're not bad, but I just kind of doesn't interest me. I don't listen to it as much as I probably should. But this album I've kind of listened to a lot, and I've really enjoyed it. And if you know Opeth, they kind of mix death metal and kind of 70s prog. And they always put out solid stuff. This next album, I heard people kind of like mixed feelings on, and I've heard people say it sucks, and I don't know how you can listen to that album and go, hey, this album sucks. And talking about Kerry King's From Hell I Rise, I think this album was stellar. He's got a good lineup too. He's got Mark from Death Angel on vocals. He's got I can't remember the ex guitar player from Machine Head that left. That's Used to Be in Violence, and can't remember who else is in the band. Is it Kyle Sanders from Used to Be in Hell? Yeah. Man, my mind's just going blank today. Anyway. I love this album. I thought it was super solid. Every song's solid. It sounds like Kerry King. It sounds like Slayer. I've heard people say it's a Slayer album we should have got, or it's the best Slayer album in a long time. Just joking around, but heard he's going to try to put out a new album next year. He don't want to do a 5-year gap, and that's cool. He's making music. I think they're great. Next album I'm talking about is Legendary Band. They keep putting out solid stuff. The last couple of albums have been super solid, and that's Judas Priest's Invincible Shield. I think this album, I listened to this more than Firepower, but I listened to Firepower a lot when it came out. But I think this album is just super slamming. I actually found a pink vinyl press of this album at a record store near my house, and I love it. It's super, super solid. The next album I'm talking about, I was kind of surprised. Like, I like his solo stuff. I like Alice in Chains better, but I don't know. This album sounds more like Alice in Chains than Rainier Fog to me, but I love it. This album's talking about Jerry Cantrell's I Want Blood. I really thought this album's really, really solid. I do need to listen to it more. Alice in Chains is one of my favorite bands, but anyway, fun album, really good album. It was, like I said, it's a lot heavier than Brighton. Brighton was good, but it kind of had a country kind of mellow vibe, but I listened to this one a lot more already. It's only been out a couple months. But my last album kind of surprised me. This is my favorite album of 2024. I probably listened to this like most of all these albums on the list, and it's weird. I don't have a physical copy yet. I probably will get one soon. And I can't remember where this band's from. Kind of a modern thrash. They kind of took more of a melodic kind of spin on this album. I'm talking about Dust Bolts, Sound and Fury. This album's so catchy. I've listened to it I don't know how many times on streaming. I love it. And they kind of, like I said, they got more melodic. Their first couple albums are more thrashy. Their last album was way more thrashy. And it's just good stuff. I think I talked about them on a previous episode. But anyway, that is, I'm going to start blabbing. I'm going to start blabbing. I'm going to stop blabbing. And that is my 10 albums of 2024. And I hope you dig them.
Party's over.
Well, I'm going to be all that she wrote on this podcast.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
So long, gay boys.
I had fun. Hope you did too. There's a monster in my bed. My cute cat's going ape shit. You hear her? She's like, don't end it. I want to say something. But anyway, I had fun. Hope you did too. Thanks for listening as always. I try to get more podcasts out. Whoever listens, the 2 people that do, appreciate it. But I got some Scream Factory movies in the mail. I got 2. I got Night of the Demons 2 and 3, and I kind of remember seeing 2 when like I was like a kid, like on late night on HBO or Cinemax or whatever. And I kind of remembered it, and it's not as good as I remember. And I tried watching the third one. The third one was so bad I had to turn it off. But I got those in the mail. And like I said, I think I got Nosferatu. I pre-ordered Trick or Treat, the old movie from like the 80s. I think I've talked about it before, where the guy's favorite rock star dies, and Gene Simmons, like a disc jockey, and gives him his last album, and he plays it, and the record's possessed, and he comes out and gets, you know the story. But I pre-ordered that, but I think Walmart keeps sending me text messages and emails saying it's getting delayed. I don't know if that's the manufacturer or that's Walmart. Who knows? Because it could be both. Be a lot of DEI hires. Oh man! People heard me say that, their heads would explode.
No, you're being ignorant.
Racist motherfucker.
It every day. I'm just like, how does this person get this position, or how does this person, look at all the airplanes fucking crashing, all DI hires. I mean, how do they think this is going to benefit society? Let's see, what else? There's some of the senators. What's that senator that's like? I keep seeing the video where she's just fucking dancing in the hallway. I'm like, once you get to work, once you get your ass to work, like, who the fuck hired you? These like corrupt pieces of shit. Like I saw Stacey Abrams. Like I know that that Elon Musk is kind of going through trying to find where all the corrupt money's going. I don't know, like all these people are getting money to them. Like Stacey Abrams is getting like crazy amount of money, and I hope her gap tooth ass goes to jail. And I know like there was like crazy amount of money going to like AOC, and there's people mad about that. There's people mad at Elon Musk for finding this out. It just blows my fucking mind. Like they were painting, like they see like somebody's driving a Tesla. I saw these like movie stars like sending their Teslas away. Well, first of all, you're privileged enough to have a fucking Tesla. Me and my wife don't have a fucking Tesla, and you're privileged to the one, and you think that's doing something. Like Elon Musk don't give a fuck. How much money is he worth? I saw something today, like he's actually losing money helping, America out. It's just people are fucking lost their fucking minds. I was actually arguing with a childhood buddy on Facebook today. I mean, it's like a casual, how do you know all this? What's your proof? Google me, the truth about what you're saying. Like, dude, it's fucking everywhere. What are you talking about? Are you living under a rock? Like, just go out there and fucking look. It's fucking everywhere. What's going on? Don't be so brainwashed. That people think I'm brainwashed. He was like, you just get your information from rednecks and cabs and pickup truck. Actually, I don't. I see the news, and I see, President Trump and his administration saying all this. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the fuck's going on right now. Like, I mean, are you surprised? Like, you know, like all this social security like payments going to like 200-year-old, you know, like people. Like, I don't know anybody. I told them I don't know anybody 200 years old. Do you? And it's like, you know, there's like taxpayers' money going to transgender rats and shit. I mean, what the fuck is this? You know, come on, wake up. You know, sorry, I'm getting on my tangent.
You're being ignorant.
Try to keep it classy. You know, I've had like, you know, family members defriend me, or, you know, I was like, who? I'm like, oh well, you know, like, I'm not mad at you for voting for that piece of shit, that the fucking crypt keeper and the cackling whore. I don't give a fuck. If you, I mean, we only had like 4 years of fucking inflation. They're like, why is everything so high? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They're lining their pockets. They're sending trillions and trillions of dollars to fucking Ukraine. Why do you think the taxes are so high? That's their way of laundering the money. I don't know. Like I said, get off on my tangent. But anyway, I had fun. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off my political tangent. But I had fun. I hope you did too. I'm going to get some more out there. And what was I going to say? Some cool movies coming out. I know Megan 2's coming out sometime this summer. What else? I think there's another Conjuring movie coming out. It's going to be the last one. The Black Phone 2 is coming out. I kind of want to see what that entails, you know, how that's going to work. I saw they're making a sequel to Ready or Not. I don't know if you've seen that movie with, what's her name, Samantha Weaving. That'd be interesting. Some movies coming out I want to see. I want to see Mickey 17. I heard that dethroned Captain African American. I said that to my wife. She just started busting out laughing. But I still want to see that movie. But it's just like Disney's like, I don't know why this is bombing. I do. Nobody wants to see that shit. Anyway, man, I'll tell you what. Like, since Marvel's gone to Disney, they've gotten so woke. What else is coming out? I'm trying to think. There's a lot of stuff, and I can't remember. This movie called Companion. I think it's already come and gone. It's got Dennis Quaid's son in it. It looks the same director as Barbarian. I heard the guy that made or directed Barbarian wrote it. I think he's coming out with a they think he made like a Resident Evil movie or something like that. He's coming out. That'd be interesting. Let's see, like the same guy that Dennis Quaid's son, he's coming out with a movie called Novocaine, where you can't feel any pain or something. It's like an action movie. Kind of remind me of Crank when I saw the trailer. That looks kind of cool. Let's see, what else? Like I said, I kind of remember some of my vinyls got in the mail. I got a Death Angel vinyl. I tell you what, Nuclear Blast and Metal Blader, we pressing a lot of stuff. I got an Exodus album. What did I get? I got like I said, I got King's X Dogma in the mail along with my Motorhead. And I got one more Motorhead album coming. I think it's coming tomorrow, which is the Overkill album. I got Bomber and Ace of Spades today. I actually got 2 Creed's albums on vinyl. You can laugh at me. I got the newest Ginger album on vinyl and CD. I think I probably said that. Let's see. What else did I get? Like I said, I got Testament. I got a Machine Head album. One of their like newer albums. I heard they were coming out with a new album in April. I think Volbeat's coming out with a new album in June. I think Ghost is coming out with a new album too. Maybe I can talk more about that in a later episode. But anyway, they're finally gonna release the newest Toxic Avenger movie sometime this year, next year. But I think it's straight to like digital or straight to physical media. I think Warner Brothers didn't have any faith in it. I think Warner Brothers is drowning. It's going to be interesting to see if the Superman movie bombs or sinks or floats. I feel like it's going to bomb. A lot of people are making fun of it. I tried watching James Gunn's Creature Commandos. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. You know, it's not like I just, oh, that sucks. I just thought it was okay. But I might have to watch the rest of it. But anyway, I was trying to think of it like something funny to go out, like a kind of a outro kind of saying. I was watching The Outsiders the other night. I don't know if you've seen Outsiders. I had to read the book in high school. I don't remember the author, but it's got like everybody before they were stars: Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, the guy who plays Karate Kid. But anyway, they always say, "Stay golden, Pody Boy." be my outro. Anyway, that's gonna be my outro from now on. But anyway, I'm thinking about changing the name of my podcast. This might be the last time it's called Zombies Den. I might change it to something else, but I'm gonna keep the volume. I'm gonna keep going. So if you see the name change, it's the same podcast, it's a different name. But anyway, thank you for listening, and stay gold, Pony Boy.
I'm fucking warning you. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Stay gold, Pony.
And I'll see you next time.
Motherfucker.